Hello, I'm Talkative.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another cozy English podcast episode. Wherever you are right now, maybe you're studying, cleaning your room, drinking coffee, or trying to relax before sleeping. Thank you for spending time with us today.
Hi everyone, I'm Olivia, and honestly, today's episode is going to feel more like two friends casually talking than a serious English lesson. So just relax, listen naturally, and enjoy the conversation with us.
Exactly. And today, we're talking about something super simple, but also surprisingly important if you want to sound natural in English conversations.
We're talking about greetings. Tiny little words like, hey, what's up? Or how's it going? Can completely change the feeling of a conversation.
And honestly, I think greetings are one of the first things English learners notice when talking to native speakers. Because native speakers almost never talk the way textbooks teach.
That is true. Textbooks always teach things like, hello, how are you today? Which is correct. But real people usually sound way more relaxed than that.
Yeah, if I walked into a coffee shop and said, hello Olivia, how are you today? You'd probably think I was acting weird.
I would honestly think you were secretly an alien pretending to be human.
Wow, okay, great start.
I'm just being honest.
Fair enough. Okay, wait. Before we start the lesson, I need to ask you something important. Did you finally fix your sleeping schedule?
Oh no, not this conversation again. Oh,
So the answer is no?
absolutely not. Last night I told myself I would sleep early. And somehow I ended up watching random cooking videos at 2 a.m. for absolutely no reason.
Why are humans like this? Every single night we say, okay, tonight I'll sleep early. And then suddenly we're watching videos called Top 10 Mysterious Fish Found in the Ocean.
Exactly. And the worst part is, I wasn't even interested in fish before that video.
The internet is dangerous.
Honestly, yes.
And now you look exhausted.
Thank you so much. That's very kind.
You're welcome. Anyway, this is actually a perfect example of natural conversation.
That's true. Native speakers often start conversations with random small talk before talking about the main topic.
Exactly. Real conversations are messy sometimes. People joke around, interrupt each other, change topics suddenly. And that's normal. All right, let's talk about greetings. Olivia, when you meet your close friends, what do you usually say first?
Honestly, usually just hey or hey with extra letters because apparently that makes me sound friendlier.
It actually does. Adding extra letters somehow changes the feeling completely. Like, hey feels normal, but hey feels warm and excited.
Exactly. And tone matters too. You can say, hey, in a happy way, a tired way, an awkward way, or even an angry way.
That's something beginners don't always realize. English communication is not only vocabulary. Tone and emotion are extremely important too.
Definitely. For example, if someone says, hey, with energy and a smile, it feels friendly immediately.
But if somebody says, hey, with no emotion, it sounds like they're angry at you.
Or disappointed in you, like a mom who found out you broke something.
That's weirdly specific. What did you break? as a child.
We don't need to discuss that today.
Suspicious. Very suspicious. Okay, beginners listening right now, here are some greetings native speakers use all the time.
The easiest one is simply, hey,
Then we have, what's up?
how's it going?
Yo,
Good to see you.
hey, how've you been?
And honestly, these greetings are usually much more common than formal textbook greetings in daily life.
Exactly. Especially among younger people and friends. All right, let's do a quick role play. Imagine we accidentally meet each other at a cafe after not seeing each other for months. Yo, Olivia. Wait, is that actually you?
Oh my gosh, talkative. Hey! I haven't seen you in forever.
I know. Where have you been hiding all this time?
Honestly, mostly at home working and trying to survive adulthood.
Wow, that answer felt painfully real.
I know. Life has been so busy lately.
Same here, honestly. I feel like every week becomes faster and more chaotic somehow.
Exactly. Monday starts, and suddenly it's Friday night again.
That's actually terrifying.
It really is.
But seriously, it's really good to see you again.
Ah, you too.
Okay, quick explanation for beginners. Did you notice something important in that conversation?
We didn't use difficult English at all. Everything was simple, short, and natural.
Exactly. Beginners sometimes think native speakers always use advanced vocabulary. But honestly, daily English is usually very simple.
The difficult part is not the vocabulary. The difficult part is understanding speed, pronunciation, emotion, and natural speaking patterns.
Right. That's why listening practice is so important. And also confidence. A simple, hey, what's up, can already start a real conversation. Okay, we need to talk about this phrase because English learners hear it everywhere.
What's up?
This phrase is incredibly common in American English especially.
And beginners often panic because they think they need to explain everything happening in their life.
But actually, the answer is usually super short. Most people simply say things like, not much, just chilling, I'm okay. Native speakers are usually not asking for a deep life update. It's mostly just a friendly greeting. Actually, I remember something embarrassing from years ago.
Uh-oh. Story time.
So, one of my online friends from America messaged me, hey, what's up?
Okay. Pretty normal.
And I thought I needed to explain my entire day in detail.
No.
I literally wrote 3 giant paragraphs about what I ate, what I studied, my mood, the weather, everything.
That is honestly adorable.
And then he replied, cool.
That's painful.
I know. I realized later he was probably expecting something like, not much, you? Honestly, though, many English learners experience this at first. Yeah, because textbook English and real-life English feel very different sometimes. Another thing beginners should know is that native speakers shorten words constantly.
All the time. Sometimes even native speakers don't realize they're doing it.
For example, instead of saying, how are you? Very clearly, people often say, how are you? What are you doing? Becomes, what you doing?
Or even, how ya doing? And, did you eat yet? Sometimes sounds like jeet yet.
Honestly, English pronunciation becomes really weird in fast conversations.
It really does.
But don't panic if you don't understand everything immediately. Your ears slowly adapt over time. The more English you listen to, the easier natural conversations become. One thing I think surprises many learners is how much small talk exists in English-speaking cultures.
Yes. People make small conversations literally everywhere. Elevators, supermarkets, cafes, buses. Everywhere.
Sometimes, Americans can start conversations with complete strangers so easily.
Meanwhile, I'm standing there wondering if eye contact is already too much social interaction.
Honestly relatable. But small talk helps people feel comfortable and friendly.
Exactly. Questions like, "How's your day going?" or "Been busy lately?" are very common after greetings.
Hey Olivia, long day today? You look tired.
Honestly, yes. I had meetings all morning and my brain completely stopped working after lunch.
That sounds exhausting. Did you at least drink coffee today?
Way too much coffee, actually. At this point, I think coffee is becoming part of my personality.
Same. I honestly don't know how adults survive without caffeine.
Probably magic.
Or better sleeping schedules.
Okay, attacking me again.
A lot of beginners feel nervous greeting people in English.
Definitely. Many learners worry too much about making grammar mistakes or pronunciation mistakes.
But honestly, most native speakers don't care about small mistakes.
Exactly. If you sound friendly and confident, people usually focus on communication, not perfection.
Even native speakers make mistakes while speaking sometimes.
Especially when we're tired. My brain stops functioning after midnight, honestly.
Same. Sometimes I forget simple words in my own language. That actually makes me feel better. Okay, everyone. Now it's time for shadowing practice. This means you should repeat after us immediately. Don't worry about sounding perfect. Just copy the rhythm and emotion naturally.
Ready? Let's go slowly first.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good, actually. What about you?
Not bad. Just a little tired today.
Yeah, same here, honestly.
What have you been up to lately?
Mostly work and trying to survive.
Wow, that became too real again.
Modern adulthood in one sentence.
You know what I like about late-night conversations?
What?
People become more honest and relaxed at night somehow.
That's actually true. Late-night conversations always feel softer and calmer.
Maybe because everyone is tired and their brain stops pretending to be productive.
Honestly, yes. Nobody is trying to sound impressive at midnight.
And greetings even sound different at night. Like instead of, "Hey, what's up?" people suddenly sound like, "Hey, you still awake?"
That is such a real difference.
Night conversations feel cozy.
Especially with soft music and warm lighting.
Wow, suddenly this podcast feels emotional.
We became philosophers somehow.
Before we finish today's episode, let's give beginners one important piece of advice.
Okay, mine is this. Stop trying to sound perfect all the time.
That's a really good one, because real conversations are messy. People pause, repeat words, forget things, laugh randomly, and interrupt each other.
Exactly. Natural English is not perfect textbook English.
So don't be afraid to start simple. Even a basic, "Hey," can begin a real friendship or conversation.
And honestly, confidence grows through practice, not through waiting.
Yes, the more you speak, the easier speaking becomes. All right, everyone. That's the end of today's Cozy English Podcast episode. Thank you so much for listening and relaxing with us today.
We really hope this episode helped you understand how native speakers greet each other naturally in real conversations.
And remember, simple English is powerful English. You do not need difficult vocabulary to sound natural and friendly.
Keep practicing a little every day, keep listening to real conversations, and most importantly, don't be afraid to speak.
We'll see you again in the next episode.
Bye, everyone, and please go sleep earlier than us.
Honestly, that's impossible.
Probably true,